he comes to do a presentation of his first book. That's a great story called Sara. We are very happy in the library to have you here today. So we are going to hear from you about the book, about how you got inspired about Sarah's life, and according to what I read, you were involved in that story in some way. So it's a very, very interesting thing, especially for us that here we are a lot of people from the Hispanic community, completely different. What we read here is very interesting and is excellent. It's great for us to learn from different cultures and also many things that we share in this country. So thank you very much for being here. It's a pleasure to be here, and we leave it to you to talk about your book and share it with your people, with our people.
Thank you so much for thank you so much. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Thank you so much for coming. My name is Reza Nazari for the people who don't know me, and I'm very glad that you are here. I'm so happy. First of all, I would like to thank Gloria. She spent a lot of time, energy, and effort to make this event happen. And we thank her for the sponsorship. I would like to thank Patricia Buya. She spent a lot of time, energy to make sure this happens. And also, here, Patricia Campus. Unfortunately, she couldn't come here. She was a little not feeling well, but I love her personality. I would like to offer my special thanks to her because she encouraged me a lot to finish this book and also start my second book. The second book will be ready before the end of the year. Love never dies. Yes, it's coming before the end of the year. I hope you will enjoy it all. And again, thank you so much. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. For those of you that they don't know me, my name is Reza Nazari again. I come from Persia, Iran, Tehran, the capital city of Iran. I suggest you, if you get a chance, really go and visit my country. It's a beautiful country. It's a very nice country. We have a lot of forest. It's at the mountain, Alborz mountain, and then Caspian Sea, and we have a lot of forest over there. We have 4 different seasons, 3 months winter, 3 months spring, and so on. It's beautiful. And also in the east side of Iran, we have a lot of deserts, camels, everything. Ellie knows what I'm talking about. She's laughing. We have beautiful forests, and even they made a very good joke about that. This person, his name is Ali. He lives in Rash, the north part of Iran, at the foot of the Caspian Sea. A lot of forests. And then he calls his friend from Tehran, Hassan, how are you? I am inviting you to come to Rasht, and I would like to show you the forest here. And So he say a lot of good things about the forest. Hassan become very excited, and immediately he buy a train ticket and he goes there to Rash. And after greeting everything, after the lunch, he say, first show me the forest, because I am very excited. I want to see the beautiful forest. And so he said, come here, I show you. He opened the window and said, okay, go and see the forest. He looked around and it was the sun is bothering his eyes, and then he take a shower like that. I don't see any forest. You say, you don't see the forest, it's beautiful. You say, no, there are a lot of trees on my way blocking me, I cannot see the forest. So anyway, Iran really is very good country, and this is where I was born, I was raised, and I went to college over there, and then I worked over there. After I got graduated, there are mandatory army. You have to go to the army and serve the army for 2 years. This is compulsory, mandatory for everybody. So I went there and I learned a lot of things about them. So when I came back, I joined the Iran Airlines as a crew member, and I was flying Iran Air all over the world. Everywhere you mention, you name it, I was there. Even in communist countries like Moscow, like everywhere else, like Africa, South America, I was there. You name it, I was there. I had beautiful time there, but in the last, I was there about for 20, 21 years, something like that. In the last 4 years was very difficult, because there was war and revolution in my country. We were in war with Saddam Hussein, Iraq, for 9 years. And we had to fly over Cairo and Iraq to go to Dubai. But we were flying very high, and we could see the missiles from the down, they coming toward the airplane. We could see them. It was very scary. War is very bad. A lot of people lost their loved ones, friends, family, everything. I lost my brother, 19 years old brother too. Anyway, let me tell you a little more about what I did. I moved in 1978. I moved here in America, but I had to go back. When I went back to my country, I was stuck there for about 5 years, something like that. 1985, I came back to America, and I'm not regretting, because I had very good chance. I am very proud of my son, my daughter. My son became PhD in electronic engineering and is doing very good. My daughter became a psychologist and psychotherapist. And I have a grandson, 11 years old grandson. I am very proud of them. And I am very proud of Constitution of the United States, because they have the chance to do everything they want. Anybody come to America, they have the good opportunity to do everything. Right now, I am running a limousine service, Roadstar limousine service. And at the same time, this is how I met Sara. Sara was one of my clients, and I met her. Her life story is very, very interesting and very exciting. That's why I had a journal book, notebook with me every day. Just like many other people, I did the right, I was taking notes on my journal, and a lot of times I was waiting for my clients. I just wrote my memories, and I never intended to publish this book at all. But Sara told me one day when she came to my car, and she said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I am just taking notes about my memories." She said, did you write anything about me? I said, "No, only a few notes, anytime, every day I am able." So she said, "Why don't you write my story? My story is very good." And I said, "Okay, give it to me, I will write it." I was never intending to publish the book at all, but she encouraged me to finish that. So when I finished that, finally, I saw a lot of people sending me messages, MSN, congratulation cards, everything. So it was very interesting for me. So that's why I published the book. I printed and published the book. About Sara herself, many people ask me, "Who is Sara? Have we seen Iran, especially Iranian people?" Because Sara was Iranian, and they ask me, "Do I know Sara? Do I know Sara? Can we see her? Is this lady Sara?" I say, "No, unfortunately, promises. I promised her not to reveal her name. That's my secret. But in the book, there are a lot of hints that you can find who she is." Like what? Let me give you a couple of times. Like Sara came to America when she was 19 years old. That was 1981. And then she went to college, and then she had an American boyfriend. But after about 2 years, she broke up with American boyfriend, and then she married Iranian man. And right now, she is living in London with her husband, and she has one girl, very beautiful girl. So these hints can tell most of the Iranian who she is, but I cannot tell her real name. I cannot reveal that, okay? I don't want to take much of your time. There are a couple of books about Sara here, and if anybody is interested, is in 2 languages, Farsi, Persian language, and English. And if somebody is interested to take the book and translate it in like Spanish or French or any other languages, I will be very happy to give him or her a copy of the contract, so we can take it from there. And if you have any questions, I will be very happy to answer all your questions. Thank you very much, all of you, for coming. Yes?
I have a question for you. Is the book more like a love story, or I know we have to read it for a while. You gave us a hint, but just give us more hints. It's a love story.
Yes.
It's
Action.
actually, yeah.
Does it make any difference for you?
Yeah, because we have a lot of ladies here, and they're like the romantic part, right?
Yes, it is a real life of Sara.
Oh, okay.
It's part of it, most part of it is a real love story, romance book. But you can find everything on this book because there are some sad part of it, there are some happy part of it. So
Mystery?
A little bit about the space and a little about the religion.
Yeah, okay.
It's not fully romance or love story. You can find a lot of other things on that.
Thank you.
And a little bit about my biography and her life story.
Thank you.
Sure.
How did you meet her? How did you meet her?
I am running a limousine service, and she was one of my clients at the beginning. This is how I met her.
You said that she came to the United States when she was 19. Does the book start at that age and then travels over to when she's much older, or does it start at middle age, or is it her whole story?
No, there is nothing about her life before 19 years old in the book. She was just like any normal person living there, but she came here for continue her education. She went to the college here. In the college, she met Michael. And Michael helped her a lot for like many other people come to America as a visitor or immigrant or something, but she didn't mean to stay here but everything changes. In the back of the book it says, you never know what happens to you tomorrow. Today you are here, when you step out of here, you don't know what's gonna happen. Exactly this is what happened to Sara. She didn't want to stay here. She wanted to finish the education after the college. She goes back and continue with her life and then job or something, but everything changed. I hope I gave you the correct answer.
Reza, how many years took you to write this book?
Oh,
Many.
as I said before, I didn't mean to write the book. It took me about 2 years. I didn't mean to write a book or publish the book. Every day on my own journal, I took my notes about my memory because I was thinking one day I will get old and then this book, this journal will make my memories, refresh my memories for every day. When I am old, I can read it and make myself amused like that. Roxy, you have a question?
We are both wondering who is that person. We cannot reveal.
Are you from the country? Yes, from the country.
We are wondering who is that person that's nice in London. We are thinking hard. We're putting our thinking cap. And has a 1 year. Is it 1 year old?
I can't
No.
hear you.
1 year old. How old is the baby?
Yeah, I know.
What baby?
What was your question?
You're not gonna
How
say-
old is what?
The daughter.
I'm trying to figure out who is that person that you cannot reveal her identity.
Okay. She is not here.
She's
If-
in London, England, you say.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she has one kid, as she
Yeah.
said.
The one
She
child.
has one daughter, only one girl.
Only one.
Yes.
How old is the?
She must be maybe 28, something like that.
Coming from America, not 1978, because 1978 is when the revolution happened. But you said
My
1980.
mathematics is not good.
He's not gonna tell you.
My major is literature in my country. So if I'm making 1 or 2 years here and there or less and high, so it's not my fault because in my country, over there in my high school, they didn't teach me how to calculate these things. And so, but
So it could have been 1978,
yes, something like
1979,
that, yes.
1978, when everybody was free then.
Yes, but I can tell you how to calculate that. It's very easy. She came here, she was 19 years old. After 2 years, she broke up with the man, and then after the same 2 years, she married the Iranian man. After less than a year, she had the girl. So, 2 years after that is 21, right? She was 21 years old. And 1 year after that, the girl was born. So she was 23 years old. In 1981, plus 3 years is
Too many numbers.
1984. And 1984, the girl was born. Right now is 24, 2024. So she must be much more than 20, yes, it's maybe 30 years old. So I am not passed on the algebra, mathematics. I'm sorry.
Is this your first book?
I am on the Facebook. but
No,
some
your
of
first
the-
book.
Before this, I had a couple of translations, but not myself. This is, yes, my first book. But I had about 4 translations. Like the one I showed you before, it's, you know, George Orwell. George Orwell, long time ago. I am 75 years old, so that time, when I was 24 years old, George Orwell, the Animal Farms, the name of the book, if you heard it, I translated that book and in my country, and a lot of people, I didn't believe that. And another one, when you want to get graduate I think it's just like here you have to write something like 100 page or 200 pages in order to pass the test.
Very inspiring.
Yes.
Any other questions?
My name is Matthias.
Matthias.
Matthias in English. So how do you feel with this history, with this beautiful history? Do they is continuing another book or?
Yes, actually this encouraged me a lot to write the second one. And as I said before, Patricia, Campus, Patricia Bouillon, and a lot of people around me, and the other emails, messages, and the cards that I received, it was very encouraging for me, and I really decided to be more serious to write more books. I never was thinking about publishing or selling the book or something, no. But you get in the track automatically. As I said, you don't know what happened to you tomorrow, and this is what happened to me too. I never wanted to do that, but it's encouraging me. You get into this pace by pace.
Thank you.
Thank you.